and gentlemen, partners of your physio and esteemed participants, a warm welcome to our webinar series. I am Krishna and I have the immense pleasure of leading the Inside Sales team here at your physio. First and foremost, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for joining us today. Your presence is a testament of value and significance of the knowledge sharing and the collaboration that takes place in this webinar. We truly believe in the power of partnership, and it is through these events that we come together and explore new possibilities and innovations. Over the past few sessions, we have delved into some critical topics which have changed the way we approach fleet management. We have covered aspects such as fuel management and video telematics. However, today's topic is one of the most anticipated and prominent feature of fleet management. The topic for the day is tire management and TPMS. So this feature has been meticulously designed and engineered for you to empower you to maintain and manage your fleet's tire. So let's see what all features or topics that we will be covering today in this webinar. So we'll be looking at what tire management is and what are the key obstacles that come in the way of tire management. We'll see what features or what operations can be done on tire with the help of Traxy's tire module. Other than that, we'll be also delving into the wonders of TPMS, that is the tire pressure monitoring system. And we'll be also reviewing the powerful reports and charts that Traxy has in store for you. Also, we'll be covering the industries that serves Traxy's tire module. And last but not the least, we have the Q&A session. So as we unravel these features today, we encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and share your insights. A panel of experts are available throughout the webinar. Your feedback or your engagement is something which makes this webinar really valuable. So we encourage you to please share your thoughts and experiences. So before we start the webinar, let's have a quick poll. So you can see the poll flashing on your screen right now. So I encourage you to please answer the poll. The poll will be there for 10 more seconds. Thank you so much for answering the poll. So without further ado, let's dive into the presentation and make this opportunity to learn and grow together. Let's start into a topic of many operations and profits. Yes, you guessed it right. Tires. Imagine a world without tires. Things just wouldn't roll smoothly. So let's start by getting to know more about tire management. Tire management is like giving your tires the royal treatment. It's a smart approach used by organizations to keep their tires in top-notch shape. This involves doing a lot of cool stuff to make sure your tires run longer, work better, keep everyone safe, and save your money. Now, what does this care involve? Well, it's just like taking care of your pet. Regular checkups, picking the right tire for the right job, rotating them around, keeping them pumped up just right, watching on how worn down they are, and giving them a tune-up when they need it. And guess what? Over the past 10 years, fleets have realized how important this tire magic is. By taking good care of their tires, they're making the wheels last longer, cutting down on those annoying times when things break, and making their whole operations work better, safer, and cheaper. But hold on, there's a twist in the tale. One sneaky problem that often gets overlooked, that is tire mismanagement. It might sound like a small dip, but trust me, it can turn into big expensive mess. So let's move on to the next slide and take a look closer on how it affects our businesses. Let's start off with a jaw dropping fact. After fuel, tire related cost ranks as the highest expense in the world of fleet management. Yes, you heard that right. In our previous webinar about fuel management, we learned how our solid fuel management software can work wonders for your client's budget. Now it's time to shine a spotlight on a topic that's often flying under the radar, but it's equally crucial. A study by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in the USA revealed that even a tiny 1% drop in the tire pressure is linked to 0.3% dip in the fuel efficiency. And here's a kicker. A 10% underinflation can lead to a 2% rise in the fuel consumption. But wait, there's more to the story. Not just fuel, there are several other factors that can take a toll on your fleet's budget and efficiency. Let's see one by one. Running a fleet involves handling a lot of money matters. But one thing that often gets forgotten is taking care of your tires. Not paying attention to the tire maintenance can cost a lot of money and can eat into your profits. If your clients feel that they are changing tires way too often, it might be because they are not treating the tires right, doing things like not rotating them properly or not inflating them correctly can wear out the tires faster, which means you're spending more money and more time than needed. Next, being safe is super important. Ignoring tire care can be like playing with fire. It's risky for the drivers, passengers, and everyone else on the road. If these tires don't have good grip, it's harder to control the vehicles and accidents are more likely. Time. Time is really valuable. Tire problems can pop up unexpectedly and cause delays, which means less work gets done and less money comes in. As we all know that time is pure gold in our industry. Bad tire management does not stop at changing tires. It can even mess up the other vehicle parts, which ends up costing even more money and for repairs. Lastly, keeping your tires in a tip-top shape actually cuts down on emissions and keeps the planet happier. But hold on tight, we are not leaving you hanging. We have taken a good look at the challenges that can stem from tire mismanagement, from expenses that could easily get out of hand, and safety concerns and productivity hits. But fear not, because here comes the exciting part. As we steer towards our next slide, get ready to learn about the game changer that is Traxxee's tire management module. Picture this as an ultimate toolkit for conquering these challenges and sailing smoothly towards efficient, cost effective fleet operations for your customers. We are starting things off with our first module, that is tire stock management. Well, with tire stock management, your clients can easily keep track of all those tires, from when they were put on to when they need to be replaced. This feature has it covered. It's like magic. You'll be able to predict when tires might need some love based on how they are wearing out. This means fewer surprises, less downtime, and more savings. Now that you're familiar with tire stock management, let's take a quick glance of this module on a platform. Here on the stock management module, you can view what brand the tire is, what model it is. You can even put the tire conditions like is it new, rethreaded, repaired or regrowed. Once done, you can also log the tire distance so that you can see how long your tire will be running. So, think of tire stock management as a superhero of our fleet management. It's all about keeping those wheels rolling, drivers smiling, and costs down. By bringing this feature to the table, you're not just offering software, you're offering peace of mind and top notch fleet management. Moving on. Now let's move on to our next module, that is seamless Excel configuration. This is where the magic of configuring Excel happens. And trust me, it is as smooth as butter. Imagine setting up your Excel effortlessly, like putting piece of a puzzle together. We have got a graphical representation that makes this process a breeze. As I've already mentioned, this is where the magic of configuring Excel happens. You have to define what type of vehicle you have, and based on that, you can define the Excel specifications. Imagine a transporter with number of vehicles and trailers. He can define the number of axles. Also, he can define the number of tires on each axles. Additionally, you can also set the temperature limit and the tire pressure limit. Based on this calibration, in case if any of the tire temperature or pressure limit goes below or above the certain specified number, it will create a alert and it will be notified to you as well. Now let's keep this momentum going and explore the next awesome feature, that is tire operation. Moving right along, here's where the TrackThis tire management truly shines. We have designed it to make tracking all things tire related a walk in the park. Your client can access a wealth of information about their fleet's tires, guaranteeing them perform at their best while keeping costs in check. Here on this screen, we offer an array of hassle-free tire actions, right from changing the position of the tires, changing vehicles, rotation of the tires, you name it. We have made this module a piece of cake too. We can categorize them into stock, unusable, or discard. Or we can even add a note which can be used for future context as well. There is more to the story. We can add sensors like TPMS or RFIDs, which can give you real time insights and also give you the optimum utilization of each and every tires. Now that we have seen what tire operation is, let's move on to our next but very important module, that is tire inspection. Tire inspection. Regular tire inspections are essential for monitoring tire health, identifying potential issues, and ensuring optimal performance. Now let's look at this very important feature on our TrackD platform. With a user-friendly interface, users can easily conduct inspections. Best part is we have a driver application with which the driver can inspect the tire before and after the trip. And after inspecting, they can mention is the tires have any lumps, is there anything stuck on the tire, is the size of the tire correct, is it wearing out soon, or if it is inflated properly or not. All those informations can be captured on our platform. By recording inspection findings in real time, both drivers and the fleet managers can gain insights. This empowers them to promptly address any real tire related concerns, ensuring safety and efficiency on the road. And there you have it, a deep dive into the marvels of tire management and how a platform brings the unmatched benefits to your clients. Now let's move to the very important feature of a tire module, that is TPMS, Tire Pressure Monitoring System. Before we jump into our next topic, let's check out some numbers that really make you think about tire pressure. Imagine this: if you have a car tire pressure which is 25% too low, and it's like putting a big sign up for accident. And if it is 25% too high, well, the risk doubles. This is no joke. Every year, a bunch of accident happens just because of wrong tire pressure. Believe it or not, around 250,000 crashes, 33,000 injuries, and 660 lives could have been saved if everyone had their tire pressure right. And the US Department of Energy says that over 3.5 million gallons of fuel is wasted each day due to underinflated tires. This is why some smart countries like the US, UK, Canada, and Taiwan have decided to step in. They have made a rule that every car needs a TPMS. It's like having a guardian angel for your tires. This isn't just about numbers, it's about keeping you safe on the road. Well, this facts in your pocket, let's jump to the world of tire pressure monitoring system and see how this superhero can change the game of fleet management. Tire pressure monitoring system. Picture this. You have got an invisible guardian watching over your fleet's tire day and night. Well, that's TPMS for you. The tire pressure monitoring system that brings this fantasy to life. Real-time pressure monitoring and temperature. That's the first topic that we'll be looking into. TPMS is like having a dedicated tire guru for your fleet. It keeps tab on your tire pressure and temperature. It gives real time. Imagine having someone always on the lookout, making sure every tire is doing their best. If anything's off, like tire pressure going too low or temperature getting too high, TPMS sends out an alert right away. That's power on your fingertips to tackle problems before they get bigger. Next, we have is early detection of pressure irregularities. TPMS is like having an early warning system for your tires. It spots issues before it turns into drama. Those pesky pressure irregularities, TPMS spots them early and gives you an heads up. This means you can fix things up right before they turn into an expensive tire trouble. Say goodbye to surprises, blownouts, or scary road situations. TPMS is the tire health superhero. Lastly, we have improved fuel efficiency. TPMS isn't just about safety, it's a magician for fuel efficiency too. When your tires are at their best pressure, your vehicles glide smoothly, sipping less fuel and emitting fewer pollutants. Over time, this adds up to some serious savings on fuel cost. And guess what? It's also greener journey for your fleet, doing your bit for the planet as well. Moving on. And here's the bonus news. Our software has your back with both types of system. Let's break it down. There are two types of sensors for TPMS, internal and external. Internal sensors are also known as direct TPMS. Now this involves sensors that are installed directly inside each tire. These sensors directly measure the tire pressure and sometimes even the tire temperature. The data collected by these sensors is then transmitted wirelessly to a central control module, which is typically located within the vehicle's dashboard. Now, this one's interesting. External sensors, also known as indirect TPMS. Now, this does not rely on sensors placed within the tires. Instead, it utilizes sensors that are mounted externally onto the wall stems of the tires. These sensors measure factors like the rotational speed of the tires, and the control module calculates tire pressure based on this measurements. So now let's take a glance of the advantages and disadvantages of internal and external sensors. We'll start off with advantages of internal sensor. Accuracy. Internal sensors provide more accurate and real-time data about tire pressure, and the sensors are directly placed inside the tires. Individual tire monitoring. This system can detect pressure differences among individual tires, helping to pinpoint which tire might be causing an issue. Lastly, less susceptible to theft or damage. Being installed inside the tires, the sensors are less exposed to theft or damages that caused by external factors. Next, we'll see what are the disadvantages of internal TPMS. Installation complexity. Installing internal TPMS can require removing the tires from the rims, which will be more time consuming and expensive. Next, maintenance challenge. If a sensor malfunctions, it might require tire removal again for replacements. Lastly, sensor battery life. Internal sensors are powered by batteries that have a limited lifespan. So they are eventually need to replacements. Now we'll move on to the advantages of external TPMS. Easy installation. External sensors are relatively way too easier to install. They attach to the valve stems without needing to dismount the tires. Simplified maintenance. If a sensor malfunctions, it can be replaced without requiring any tire removal. Battery longevity. External sensors usually have longer battery life compared to the internal sensor. Disadvantages of external sensor. Less accuracy. External sensors rely on indirect measurements, which might not be accurate as direct pressure measurements. Next, limited to pressure monitoring. External sensors generally doesn't provide temperature data, which can be important for identifying potential tire issues. Next, vulnerability to tire theft or damages. External sensors are exposed and can be stolen, damaged, or knocked off more easily. So lastly, whether your fleet has direct TPMS or indirect TPMS, our software is like a pro. It adapts and supports both systems. This means you're covered no matter what tech your vehicle uses. All right, folks, let's keep the excitement rolling. We have delved into the world of tire management and TPMS. Now it's time to shift gears and dive into something equally awesome. Imagine having special windows that can show you super helpful reports and charts about the great features we have been talking about. It's like having a special tool that gives you super smart advice for your fleets. So now let's move on to the reports and charts. There are many analytics when it comes to tire reports, but let's talk about the most important report, the tire event summary report. Think of it as a shortcut to knowing all about your tires activity. This report gives you a quick view of everything that has happened with your tires. You'll see a history of tire maintenance, how many events that have taken place, and when the most recent one was. They help keep your tires in great shape, boost safety, and make your whole fleet work even better. Now it's time to check out something really neat, the brand-wise installation chart. Imagine having a special chart that shows you exactly how many number of each brand tires have been installed in your fleets. We also do have analytics which shows you which brand tires run more kilometer than the others. So it gives you the power to choose the best tire brand which runs longer and saves your cost. All right, as we come to this close of our webinar journey, let's take a moment to recap the incredible benefits that Traxxee's tire management and TPMS software brings to your fleet. Inventory optimization. Keep just the right number of tires on hand. meaning how many tires are allocated on vehicles, how many number of tires are in stock, how many are in maintenance, and so on. Enhanced tire visibility. Imagine having a magnifying glass for your tires. Our software lets you keep a close watch on their health and performances. Data-driven decision making. With real-time insights, you'll make decisions that are grounded in facts, not guesses. Improved efficiency. Our software streamlines processes, makes your fleet work smarter and not harder. Cost saving. Say goodbye to surprise expenses. By staying ahead of tire issues, you're not just saving money, you're making smarter financial moves. These benefits aren't just promises, they are the real results you can expect when you bring Traxxee's tire management and TPMS into your fleet. It's not just software, it's a game changer for your tire management. Now, we are diving into the scope of application for tire management. Picture this, our software isn't just for one type of fleet. It's versatile, that fits right into various industries, whether it's construction, mining, agriculture, school bus transportation, oil and gas, or even passenger transportation. The possibilities are endless. Let's dig into a few industries for a clear picture. First up, the trucking industry. We have many partners whose clients work in the trucking and supply chain industries. Now let's see what are the challenges. Expensive replacements, tire replacements were taking a toll on budgets. Cost versus performance balancing. Finding the right tire balance between cost and performance wasn't easy. Unseen damages. Hidden tire damages from road debris and potholes were causing troubles. Now, let's see what are the solutions that resolve these challenges. By real-time tracking, you can get instant updates on tire inventories and locations. With regular inspections, you can schedule checks to catch issues early, using data analysis to understand and boost tire performances. And remember, these success stories aren't limited to just one industry. There are world full of potential across various sectors. Moving on. Now let's take a peek into the mining industry use case. In this use case, what are the challenges? It's tough to keep an eye on tire stock efficiently. Tires facing rugged conditions wear out faster. We are missing out on detailed information. Now let's see how these solutions we can get using Traxxee. Through instant inventory updates, you can know your tire stocks in real time. With digital checks, scheduled maintenance, and inspections. Tire usage charts to track tire installation. Using detailed reports, get insights into tire performance and usage. In result, they used to struggle with sudden equipment halts due to tire shortages. But with real tracking, digital checks, and insightful reports, their downtime decreased, leading to smoother operations and more reliable equipment. Now, let's turn our attention to the agriculture industries. In agriculture industries, what were the challenges? Tire wear becomes uneven due to different type of fields. Debris in the field causing tire damages. Unexpected tire failures leading to expensive downtime. Now, let's focus on the solution. By tracking and maintenance efficiently, keep tabs and maintain tires. Real-time pressure and temperature data gives you instant info on the tire conditions. With quick alerts and deviations, get immediate notifications for pressure issue. In result, we get better tire performance, which makes tire work better and last longer. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the conclusion of today's informative and engaging webinar on TPMS and our advanced tire management module. We hope you have gained a deeper understanding on how these powerful tools can transform your fleet's operation, optimize costs, and enhance safety. Now let's move on to the Q&A session. So one of the question asked is it necessary to use tire sensors? Yes, if you want to monitor tire pressure and temperature data, tire sensor is important. However, if your goal is tire inventory and tire management, tire sensors is not required. Next question we have is which sensors work best with our software? Our software is compatible with a wide range of sensors, so you can integrate any new sensors as needed. Nevertheless, based on customer preferences, totem tech sensors are a popular choice. Next question we have is can we maintain tire events such as rethreading and regrooving? Yes, you can easily manage tire events like rethreading and regrooving using our tire management feature. Next we have is, do we need to create axles each time we add a new vehicle? No, once a vehicle type and its corresponding axles are defined in our platform, there is no need to recreate them for each new vehicle addition. We'll be answering one last question. That is, do you offer RFID for tire allocation and mapping? Yes, we provide RFID functionality for tire allocation and mapping within our system. So with this, thank you for your questions. In case you have any further questions, please feel to email us at info@ufizio.com. And in regard to pricing details, please email us at sales@ufizio.com. Thank you so much for joining us today and actively participating in this insightful webinar. Your engagement and feedback are truly valuable. Until next time, stay safe and keep those wheels rolling. Thank you.